What's going on? Fucking CNS. Dallas Cowboys football 2016, where we just pound on the opponents. For those of you who do not know who I am part of the original CNS. I am Logically Speaking 88, and I just talk logic about my Dallas Cowboys football. It's been quite some time, but just because the team hasn't been awesome, and I'll admit it, it's logically, right? We just haven't been awesome over the last few years. It's not the reason I haven't been putting out videos. The reason I haven't been putting out videos is because not too long ago I became a father. But now the little guy is a Cowboys fan. And it's interesting because if you ask him at 5 years old who the best team is, or who his favorite team is, or who his favorite player is, he'll say the Dallas Cowboys, and Dak Prescott. I, as a Tony Romo fan, was hesitant. But we don't want to mess with team chemistry. And as I've told other people, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, not a Tony Romo fan. And although I would love to see Tony get a ring and contribute, if we get a ring and Tony doesn't contribute, hey, we'll just put him right there next to the record books with Danny White with a lot of records and no earned rings. It doesn't matter to me. So, let's get to why I've cammed up today. I got a call from one Mr. Mike Mosh. And Mike says, listen, dude, I know you haven't been around, but you're part of the CNS, the original CNS. They've broken off into other little groups for various reasons, whatever, right? We all have our things. But then Mike says, listen, we're all going to reunite because we're in the playoffs now, guys. We're 11-1. We just hit the playoffs, and it's early December. First team to get in. Some of you may or may not have noticed. We actually have 3, not 2, but 3 primetime games coming up this week. Why? Because the NFL said Dallas and Tampa here in 2 weeks is worthy of Sunday Night Football, as is Giants-Cowboys this week, worthy of Sunday Night Football. And before we even get to the Eagles in the finale, and that's a noon game or a 1 o'clock game here on the East Coast, we have another Monday Night Football game. And off the top of my head, I can't remember who we're playing, but the expectation is that everything will be wrapped up at that point, and we'll be sliding in, first round bye, home field advantage throughout, and enjoying our ride into the playoffs. Now, we have a team that we need to deal with this week, a division rival. The only team, this is kind of a revenge game, guys, the only team that beat us, or did they? The only team that has outscored us this year are the New York Football Giants. Those New York Football Giants were lucky because Terrence Williams wasn't quite on his game. He didn't run out of bounds because we know Dan Bailey would have came in and striked that football right through the upright, and we would have won that game 22-20 had Terrence been mindful of where he was on the field and the clock. But since Terrence Williams has made phenomenal decisions, guys, our rookies are making phenomenal decisions not only on the offensive side of the ball but the defensive side of the ball. Brown, number 30, is playing stellar with the exception of getting burnt a couple weeks ago on a long ball. Has played absolutely phenomenal football in key situations. Guys, Dak Prescott, what do we have to say? The kid's a winner. Only 2 turnovers by interception. I believe he has a few fumbles. Only been sacked like 15 times this year. Smart under pressure. Throws away the ball when he needs to throw it away. Extends plays when he needs to extend plays. Ezekiel Elliott, need I say more, the league's leading rusher. Again, smart football player, guys. He walks out or gets out of bounds late in games. He stays in bounds late in games. And when he got out of bounds in a game about 2 weeks ago, was visibly pissed off at himself because he knows smart football players don't do that. Smart football players get down and get the clock running and move on to the next football game. Listen, logically speaking, 88, it's been a little while. And I'm sure there's a lot of trash talking going on out there. I'm not engaged enough to talk trash. All I got to say is the Cowboys are 11-1. Giants this week, we're looking at that as a revenge game, right? The only team that outscored us. I wouldn't say beat us. The only team that outscored us this year. And we're coming for you. Because when we seal that one, seal that one, because we would have to lose every game in order to lose the NFC East championship game, the NFC East championship. When we seal that one, we're going to seal the NFC East champion. We will pretty much seal, because we only need one more win, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And we're going to get well rested up over the last few weeks. Record doesn't matter to me. I'd love to see 15-1, but it doesn't matter as long as we go into the playoffs, riding high, feeling good. So, Mike, I appreciate you for allowing me to mic up and do this. But more importantly, the CNS is reuniting, and we're just going to take it to the next level. So, I plan on making another video here later on this week. I'll throw on a jersey, probably an 88, logically speaking, right? And we'll be talking some trash a little bit later in the week, because it's only Monday, and last week's games aren't even done yet. We still have tonight, Monday Night Football. Who is on tonight? Oh, it's the Jets in Indianapolis. Meaningless game. Meaningless game to all of us as Cowboy fans. Till next time, logically speaking, saying peace out.